The myAIRVO 2 is a humidifier for the treatment of a wide variety of respiratory conditions. The therapy is provided using the myAIRVO 2 humidifier with a built-in flow generator. A separate air supply is not required for the myAIRVO 2. A compact stand for convenient storage. For treatments that require oxygen therapy, a connector for supplementary oxygen. An Autofill Water Chamber, where the breathing gases are warmed and humidified. A water bag to supply sterile water to the chamber. A breathing tube, heated to minimize condensation. And to deliver the breathing gases, an interface such as our Autofill nasal cannula shown here. This comfortable interface helps minimize the disruption of treatment, allowing you to eat and drink or even have a conversation while using the myAIRVO 2. The myAIRVO 2 provides a versatile and easy-to-use system for respiratory therapy. It can ease breathing, reduce the risk of infection, and improve mucus clearance for people suffering from a wide variety of respiratory conditions, including COPD, bronchiectasis, cystic fibrosis, and asthma. Once you get the myAIRVO 2 home, you need to fit the consumable accessories to the humidifier before using it. Along with the myAIRVO 2 humidifier, you should have a myAIRVO chamber kit, which contains an Autofill water chamber and a chamber adapter. You'll also need a heated breathing tube, a water bag and bottle of distilled water, and an interface. A number of interfaces are available for the myAIRVO 2, including nasal cannula, tracheostomy, and mask interfaces. Your physician will select the type best suited to your treatment. If oxygen therapy has been prescribed for you, you'll also need an oxygen bottle, regulator, flow meter, and tubing to connect the oxygen supply to the myAIRVO 2. Before we get started, set the myAIRVO 2 on a level surface so it will be below head height during treatment. Slot the water chamber into the myAIRVO 2 by pushing the finger guard down with the base of the chamber, lining up the ports, and sliding the chamber into place. Push firmly on the port adapter to make sure the chamber is properly installed. The chamber is ready to receive water now. Hang the water bag on the myAIRVO stand and fill it with distilled water. Push the spike at the end of the water chamber tube through the rubber seal in the fitting at the bottom of the water bag. Watch the water enter the chamber to check the level. The water should sit below this line. If the water rises above the mark, the chamber is faulty and must be replaced. The chamber maintains the water level automatically until the water bag is empty. A 1-liter water bag will typically last about 12 hours. However, high flow rates will exhaust the water bag more quickly. Check the myAIRVO 2 manual for details. Next, connect the heated breathing tube. The end with the blue sleeve attaches to the myAIRVO 2. Line up the connector with the port on the top of the unit. Push the connector on and slide the sleeve down to lock the breathing tube in place. Clip the other end of the breathing tube into the myAIRVO stand to keep it clean until you are ready to connect the interface. That completes the setup. The myAIRVO 2 is ready to begin treatment. Treatment begins by turning the myAIRVO 2 on. First, plug the unit into the electrical supply. If you are using supplementary oxygen, make sure the oxygen flow meter is turned off at this point. Hold down the power button to turn the myAIRVO 2 on, and it will begin to warm up. Don't connect the interface to the breathing tube until the unit has warmed up. Once it has warmed up, the myAIRVO 2 will play a tone and display the Ready for Use symbol, indicating the myAIRVO 2 is ready to use. Attach the interface to the breathing tube by simply pushing the two connectors together until you hear a click. The gas delivered will feel warm when you first use the unit. This is typical. Simply continue to breathe normally. If oxygen therapy has been prescribed, turn on your oxygen supply now. Set the oxygen supply to the prescribed level. The myAIRVO 2 has been designed to be as reliable as possible and will automatically raise an alarm when a problem is detected. The source of the problem will be shown on the display. Silence the alarm with the mute button. In this example, an alarm was raised because the heated breathing tube was damaged or not properly connected. Reconnect the tube or, if the problem persists, replace the faulty tube. When you've finished using the myAIRVO 2, simply disconnect the interface from the breathing tube by pulling them apart. Then press and hold the power button to stop treatment. The myAIRVO 2 will enter a self-cleaning mode, which we'll talk about in the next chapter. Like all medical devices, the myAIRVO 2 needs to be looked after properly to ensure it delivers the best treatment. Every time you turn off the myAIRVO 2, it will automatically run a drying cycle. This cycle dries the breathing tube, extending its life. Never run the drying cycle while you are connected to the device. Leave the chamber in place and the power supply connected while the drying cycle runs. After each treatment session, rinse the patient interface under clean, running water. To dry the interface, attach it to the breathing tube while the drying cycle is running. The drying cycle runs for about an hour and a half. The myAIRVO 2 will automatically turn off when the cycle completes, ready for the next treatment. At the end of each week, give the myAIRVO 2 a more thorough clean to remove debris and contamination. Remove the water chamber and unplug the unit from the electrical supply. Never carry the myAIRVO 2 with the water chamber installed. The Autofill Water Chamber does not require cleaning. Simply set it aside. Wash the patient interface in warm water with a mild detergent. Rinse and set aside to dry. Clean the outside of the myAIRVO 2 with a damp cloth, but do not immerse the unit in water. Next, remove any debris from the right chamber port. Take care to push the cloth all the way in from the front and top of the myAIRVO 2. Be careful not to get water into the left chamber port. This port does not require cleaning. Finally, to minimize the risk of infection, replace your patient interface each month. And replace the breathing tube and chamber kit every 2 months. Keeping your myAIRVO 2 clean will help prevent infection and ensure it provides you the best treatment. We hope this presentation has helped you understand how to use the myAIRVO 2. Remember, you can replay individual sections from this video guide or refer to the instruction manual for more detailed information. If you need assistance, don't hesitate to contact your healthcare provider. Many patients worldwide have found relief from a wide variety of respiratory disorders after using the myAIRVO 2. We hope it helps you too.